Hello everyone, this is Steve Fleetwood from Star Business Consulting and welcome to our podcast number 7, and today we're going to talk about building your brand power and profiting from the 3 new economies. So as you're aware, the economies and markets change on a cyclical course, right? So every 7 to 12 years there's a change in the economy, and then there's macro forces and micro forces which change the social structure for your market and your customers and clients. So let's look at the 3 new economies that you can profit from and build a brand around that. So the first one we want to look at, is the attention economy. As you're aware, the attention economy is very powerful at the moment. Everyone's clamoring for eyes and ears through technology, and we want to prosper from that as best as we can by building our brand and brand power. The second one is the authenticity economy. So as you're aware with AI, so people are starting to become concerned about what is real and what is not real. So positioning your business with high levels of authenticity will give you a strategic and a tactical advantage in the short term. And the third economy you want to profit from is the loyalty economy. So people coming back and buying your service, engagement, and connection. And all these 3 create what's called sustainable earnings power. And if you're building your business for sale, it's what's called a liquidity event or a merger event, where you do a tuck-in, someone buys your business. So this happened to myself with my first investment advisory company. There's a tuck-in event or liquidity event for you. But you need sustainable earnings power. Okay, so those are the 3 new economies, or the economies that you want to build your brand around. Okay, so engagement. Once we've got these 3 in place, say 5 out of 10 or more, this will allow you to generate and create what's called goodwill with your clients and customers, and also new markets. And you say, well, why is goodwill so important? Well, goodwill is phenomenally important because it gives you actually what we call bandwidth, right? So if you have a small bandwidth, your clients and customers will not give you much room to move if you make a mistake, whether it be deliveries, the product's not good enough, the service wasn't good enough, the support wasn't good enough. But if you have a very wide bandwidth of goodwill, right, they will give you time to make errors, whether it's a new product or new service. They go, your customer, it's just trying our new product, no problems, they'll get there finally. So goodwill actually builds equity, right? Because you have the sustainable earnings power, so they stay with you longer. Okay, so it allows you to bring through new products and services to bear through trial and error for new markets. So that's very important. So what's the glue for all of this? So the glue that keeps everything is the connection component. Okay, so that means you have to start creating a psychological or inner psychodynamic connection with your customer base, just with your products or services. I lecture at university on marketing. We go deeper into the inner psychodynamics of marketing and the psychological component. But I want to keep it simple. So you hear psychologists talk about, I wasn't able to reach them. Before business consulting, I did 5 years of coaching, business coaching. Before that, executive coaching. Before that, 14 years running my investment advisory firm, analysing and evaluating $500 billion companies and what to do, whether to invest with them and talk to the CEOs and the boards and so on. So anyway, building connection and trust is key for your business, and we do this with the connection component. So goodwill and the connection component. All right, for trust and loyalty. Loyalty and trust obviously comes through authenticity and being consistent. So going deeper, broader, richer, and more nuanced with your sophistication can be a great success tool for you. And quite importantly, your competitors will find it harder to compete with you, right? Because this is an intangible aspect that you're approaching and going to the market with your product and service. And so there's the human aspect that comes into play. And this is where there's a bit of a conundrum with AI at the moment. So you could say AI is very left brain, the human component is the right brain. And if you've ever done any executive coaching or counseling psychology work, you'll realize the left brain and the right brain combine to create the higher abstract thought patterns and so forth, or accessing the higher mind, right, and bringing that through for the society and the economy. So AI, there's what would you call it? Lots of forces in play with AI and how far it can get, whether it actually reaches general intelligence or super intelligence. Okay, I've gone off track for this particular vlog, so let's just stay here. So the three new economies: attention, authenticity, and loyalty, and we want to build trust for your goodwill, right? So that's the main aspect. And as you compete more on the intangibles, you will create that goodwill, and the intangibles are those what I've mentioned. Okay, so again, attention, authenticity, and loyalty. Now at Star, we build around blue ocean strategies and best practice standards, BPS, with goodwill within your marketing plan. All right, so this will make you a powerhouse within your markets, and your end goal should be around the 90th percentile for your industry. Okay, so I hope that I made that clear. We went off on a few offshoots because there's a lot of agitation in the markets with AI, but to compete with AI, I'll keep it simple: authenticity. So you want to focus on substance. So AI is really, Christmas wrapping paper. And is there a lot behind that? Yes, can do a lot of the analytics, but we'll see how far it will go. So attention, authenticity, and loyalty for sustainable earnings power, and this will generate and create goodwill with your clients, customers, and new markets, right? And trust is very important. So I hope that helps. Steve Fleetwood from Star Business Consulting, how to profit from the three new economies. You can connect with us, consult with us. We can do video or one-on-one, and thank you for watching and listening. Just send us an email. All the details are below. Thank you.